Hey everyone, it's Linda. I am going over my menu, what I would buy if I didn't have a huge stockpile of food already. I don't need to buy pretty much what's on sale this week, but if I was starting kind of like from scratch, but not really from scratch, this is what I'd get. I'm kind of assuming that you have some things in your pantry already, like all the seasonings and stuff like that. And sometimes you need um to like gather, get more as you go along. But this menu and all that should be about $60, give or take, depending on what you want to add, what you don't want to add. I mean, sometimes you like brand name stuff. I'm not a brand name stuff person. So mine would be a little bit different. So I'm going to show you the flyers. I'm going to shop at two different stores, Market Basket and Price Right. They're kind of right next to each other. Well, not next to each other, but close to each other in New Bedford, and I believe in Fall River, another place near us. They're kind of close. Here we go. So at Price Right, you see this right here? I would be getting that. Those are about £7. So you'd be paying about $7 for them. And that's not a bad price. So I would definitely get a turkey from Price Right. Some of the other things that I would get from Price Right is some pasta. The pasta, their brand is actually 99 cents. A pound, I would get a ziti. And also their tomato puree is about a little over $1. So I would get that. What else would I get? If you wanted eggs, I would get that from Price Right. Also, potatoes are $1.99 for £5. If I search here, this is how I get all of the pricing, and I know how much the price was. See how it's $1.99 right now for £5 of russet. So I would get that. There was ricotta cheese. So I would also get the any of the cheeses, maybe like a mozzarella, or like a shredded Italian or something like that. But I would also I saw for $1.99, can't remember where it is, right here, the ricotta cheese. So I would get that too. Okay. So those are kind of the things that I would get from Price Right. Now for Market Basket, if you're ready for your turkey, you can get that. But for Market Basket, I was going to get the London broil steak. And if you did want steak, you could get it, but that's only going to feed you for one night. The turkey is going to feed you for a little bit more. The other thing I would get is this ground turkey to make a lasagna. But if not, you could probably find a pound in the frozen because Market Basket has their regular beef, but then they also, in one of the middle caps, have frozen ground beef, and you probably be able to get it for $3.99, just a pound. This is over a pound for the ground turkey, but if you didn't want ground turkey, you could get that. The other thing that I would get is a pork tenderloin, and I'm thinking that that would be about $4. And I love the fish. There they have the chowder fish that I would end up baking or making you could definitely make a chowder. You could definitely do something like that. But I would bake it or um, coat it in some way to make like a fish and chip or something like that. So the fish would be $4 per pound. It's $3.99 a pound. We're going to kind of put it up to $4. I would get romaine lettuce. I'd get one head of it for a salad when you're making the lasagna, and the leftover salad because that's going to make more than what you need. You're probably going to be able to have it for a couple of nights. So I would make the salad, I would get that. And then I would also pick up some salad things, maybe a cucumber and maybe some tomatoes. Maybe one or two tomatoes or the little tomatoes, and that wouldn't count. I'm saying $3 for the tomatoes, $1 for the cucumber. I pick up some milk at Market Basket, $2.59. So if you did not want to make fish and chips with the chowder fish, you can actually make chowder because you can use the milk for the chowder. The potatoes that we're getting, you can use that for the chowder. So you can do that. I am assuming that you have onions. that you bought some onions or whatever. If you did not have onions, just pick up an onion. It's going to cost you probably 50 cents. And then what else? Veggies, assorted veggies for $6. And other than the romaine, this is not including the romaine and the cucumber and the tomato. I'm thinking frozen, canned. There are some canned varieties on sale. Like my family likes canned green beans, but and we would get, a can of green beans, maybe 89 cents. But the frozen, any kind of frozen veggies at Market Basket and Price Right are anywhere between $1 and $2. So I would pick up various packages of veggies. I would also get bananas and apples. That's bananas, maybe $2 worth of bananas, about $3 worth of apples. If you get the bag of 3 pounds, it's usually about $3, depending on the variety. If you're going to get a foo-foo variety, you're going to pay more. But if you get the bag of maybe Gala or Macintosh or Empire, you're going to pay $3 for that. So what else did I get? I told you the potatoes. Bread is probably going to be about $4. It all depends. You can get white bread, plain white bread, for a little over $1. Or let's go back to Price Right. I'll show you the bread situation there. Or you can get, a higher end bread. And so that's what I'm giving you a little bit of leeway of whether you want to get, the regular white, or if you want to get something a little bit more, you can do that. So the prices here aren't bad. And on Market Basket, they do have this honey wheat, Nature's Own. You can get 2 loaves of it for $2. Now for breakfast, you can either get eggs for about $3 for a dozen of eggs, and have for breakfast eggs and toast, which is one of my favorite things to have. I'll have one egg and toast. Or at Price Right, you can get, I just bought a ton of pancake mix actually for 50 cents at a box, but you can get pancake mix at Price Right, and I think I saw one for 99 cents. Yep, right here, 99 cents. And that's not a bad price. So, and that's complete. All you do is add water, and you can add apple to it if you have those apples. And I'm looking for pancake syrup, and it's about $2. No, no. No, and I'm not talking about the high end maple syrup. I'm talking about if you want maple syrup, that's fine. Just increase your budget. I mean, I like maple syrup, and I get maple syrup, but for my husband, he pours it on, and he doesn't really care. He wants the sugar. So he would get something like this Log Cabin or the Price Right brand or the Aldi brand. For me, because I put very little on, I can use the real maple syrup, or I even would put peanut butter on it and a little bit of jam on it, and I am fine. So, but he wouldn't, he hates peanut butter, so he wouldn't do that. So that's what we would do for that. So here's what we're going to have for for our menu. We're gonna have the kind of like baked ziti lasagna. And that's gonna be for 2 nights, because you're gonna make, it's a pound of pasta and then almost a pound of ricotta, and a half a pound of the other cheese, and then it's a pound of ground turkey or ground beef. So it's actually more than that on the ground turkey. So more than enough for 2 nights, and you might have more. And then you'd make a salad on the side. Okay. Then I would do the pork tenderloin for one night, with any kind of veggie or potato. Okay. Then cod with maybe French fries, maybe either fish and chip, or you can do, and a veg, or you can do chowder, either one. Okay. And that would last you, the chowder would probably do 2 nights, but if you make fish and chips, it'll be one night. Then turkey breast, you're going to roast it and serve it with, roasted veggies. So you're going to do potatoes, and if you got like broccoli, I throw that at the end, or you can steam it or whatever. You're going to make that one night and then have something else the other night. So maybe you'll take some of that salad and do, put the turkey with the salad, or You could do turkey sandwiches or turkey paninis or something like that. And for lunch, oh, I forgot, seafood salad. Market Basket has a pound of seafood salad for 3.59. So I would do that. And most of the time I have mayonnaise. And if you don't have mayonnaise, it's going to be a couple bucks more. But do mayonnaise. So that's what I would do for the week. And that costs a little shy of $60. So $58. So if you did want the mayonnaise, you can get a small thing of mayonnaise, or you can make mayonnaise if you wanted to. Or if there was something that you didn't have it, in your pantry, you could get that. You know, like I have all kinds of things in my pantry, in my refrigerator. Like I have carrots to use up, onions and potatoes to use up, and celery to use up, and all kinds of stuff to use up. And I'm sure you do too. So that's what you do. So that's the menu plan. That is the shopping of what I would get, if I was basically just starting and didn't have any meat in my freezer or whatever. But like I said, got a lot of meat in my freezer. So what would you be buying based on the flyers this week? I would love to hear it. I have to tell you, if I was really, really on the ball, I'd probably get 59-cent turkey. I'd actually get that and have them cut it, because 59 cents you could do a 15-pound turkey and have them cut it in quarters, put some of it in the freezer, and then cook some of it. And so that's what I would do if I really wanted to cut my budget, because a 15-pound turkey I would do 20, but for a 15-pound turkey, that is going to feed two people for quite a long time. And you're going to have that excess. This is the time that you buy turkey. And I bet they're going to go down in price, but next week, um, not next week, because this is for next week, but the week after, you're going to see the turkey prices at their lowest, other than after Thanksgiving, the day after Thanksgiving, or 2 days after Thanksgiving. The fresh turkeys will be at their lowest. And that's time to buy those. I've seen those at 29 cents a pound. And I've gotten those and I've actually canned it. Or you can throw it in the freezer if you have space in your freezer. And if you want to learn how to can, maybe I'll do a canning video at some point. I don't know. But that's it for now. Let me know what you'd buy. Bye for now.